Thanks for joining me today. Today we have some surprise.
Hello fitness fans! What's that? Pilates, stretching, easy, you know it.
It's going to be amazing Pilates for beginners. That's what we have on the menu for you today. So let's get ready, grab your mats, and we're going to start Pilates for beginners. We already had one.
Beginners? Oh, I'm afraid I'm very advanced.
Yeah, we all know that.
In age.
We already had one. This is the second video for beginners, and believe it or not, we have brand new things to do. Some of them repeating the first one, and some are brand new. So we're going to start actually standing up. Have your feet nice and parallel, chest is open. Make sure your feet are as wide as your hip bones, so these bones all the way down, and at the same width have your legs. The knees are nice and soft, and we're just going to start lengthening the crown of the head up and pointing the tailbone down. So you still have a little arch in the back of your neck, the lower back. It's not completely flat, a little arch, but the tail is still pointing down. Have your hands here, breathe in, release the skin of the tummy, and exhale through your lips as you engage the skin of your tummy. Again, inhale through the nose, exhale, engage the navel, breathe in and breathe out. Good, let's maintain that. Make sure the collarbone is wide, and we pick up one shoulder at a time, up and behind you. Chest is staying open, the spine is long, and let's pick up both shoulders, forward, up and behind you. You want to keep the head floating nice and tall, the smile is on your face, always. Lovely. I'm inviting you to stand close to a wall, maybe 10 centimeters off. Have your knees nice and soft, and we're going to do the roll down. First of all, I want you to make sure your head is resting against the wall. There is a little arch behind your neck. Chest is resting against the wall, and another little arch here where you can slip your hand between the wall and your back. And then the cheeks of the bottom are resting against, and we're going to slowly curl down. Remember, I don't want you to just bend down from the hip. I want you to articulate your spine down as if you're rolling a rug. So breathe in, release the chin to the chest, soften the knees, engage the navel just like we've done when we were breathing a second ago. Engage and curl down, bone by bone. Head is leading the way down, and bone by bone, all the way down. Remember, just because I'm not looking doesn't mean you can stop now. Breathing in. So even if you can't touch the floor, it's perfectly fine. Just make sure you keep the knees nice and long. Inhale there, and we're going to roll back up. Breathing, roll. Start with the tail against the wall, lower back, middle back, upper back, until you can feel the chest resting against the wall and the back of your neck. Let's take it one more time. Breathing in, chin down, belly button engaged, and it's going to stay engaged. Keep working, guys, I can see you. Roll down, bone by bone, stomach is engaged, and you can also imagine there is a barrier between your upper and lower body, and you must engage the navel really strong in. Think that your stomach is not allowed to touch your hips, your thighs. Breathing, and here we go again. Slowly roll up, bone by bone. So that was a roll down, and now we're rolling up. And you really want to feel like you're stacking one bone, one vertebra on top of the other. Last time here, breathe in. Keep on going, that's a great warm-up for your spine. Rolling down, belly button engaged. It's the very last one, guys. Stay with me, breathing in. Keep your knees nice and soft, and roll up. Slowly, all the way, good. Up to stand, that's it. Okay, let's take a side flexion. That was obviously a frontal flexion forward. So now we're gonna stretch from side to side. Side to side. So we inhale to go. Exhale, belly button goes in, and go back to your most tall position. Breathe in as you go. And breathe out to come back. Last one to each side. Inhale and exhale. Make sure you don't drop everything down here. The head stays aligned with your spine. And to the side. Come back to the center, and we're moving to the mat. So cross your legs. Try not to use your arms. Nice and elegant. Sit down. Moving on to the mat work. Ready? Let's go. Okay, we're going to actually start on all fours. So have your hands parallel as wide as your shoulders, right underneath. The elbows are nice and soft, and your knees are as wide as your hip bones. So under every hip bone you have your knee. Chest is nice and open, the collarbone is wide, and the head is going away from the tail, really reaching them apart from each other. We take a nice inhale, releasing the skin, just like we've done standing up. And exhale, engage the navel. Keep going with us. We're going to pace it up in a minute. Just breathe in and breathe out. Okay, so you want to make sure in Pilates that you have the breathing correctly. We breathe in through the nose, and we exhale, and we add a small tilt of the tail down and come back. The tail is pointing down to between your knees, and head is pointing down. So breathing in and breathing out, rounding your back. It should feel really nice, actually, a wonderful stretch. And on a busy day, if there's a very few exercises I had to choose just to do them, that would be definitely one of them. Just to relax the back, to space up each and every vertebra. I love this one. It's called the cat, because this is apparently what the cat looks like. And breathing. And from here, we're going to move to whatever appears to be the cow. So we're going to point the tail up, point the crown of the head up. Remember not to sink down here. I can see you. Pick it up, pick up the chest. And from here, we're going back to our cat, rounding the back. And take it nice and slow. Yes, you have to be patient in Pilates. It's not very fast. Pilates is done nice and slow, especially for the beginning. Take your time to do it correctly. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's take just one more of that. Breathing in, pushing the floor away, and breathe out. Good. Give yourself a nice stretch here on the child's pose. One of the best stretches. Roll yourself up slowly, and we're going to cross our legs. Again, no hands if possible. Cross our legs, reach them forward, and walk and walk and walk. No hands, no hands, still no hands. Okay, bend your knees. We're going to roll on the back, making sure the feet are nice and parallel in your hip distance apart. The chest is nice and open. And first of all, like always, we are looking for that neutral spine, which means that your head is resting down nice and comfortably, little arch behind your neck. Chest is resting down nice and comfortably, and another little arch here. To make sure your hip is aligned, both hip bones and the pubic bone are aligned with each other. So make sure you're not deleting the little arch or increasing it. Let's begin. Breathing in, releasing the skin of the tummy, breathing out, pulling it down. Inhale and exhale. Very good. Breathing in and breathing out. Now let's add some more details, one detail at a time. It will be more and more interesting. So breathing in, releasing the skin of the tummy, keeping the neutral spine. Breathing out, rounding the lower back, deleting the little arch. Breathing in and breathing out. It feels wonderful to do that. It's really releasing the lower back. It's wonderful exercise for the abs as well, because you're starting to wake up your abs and prepare the core muscles, which we are exercising in Pilates for the rest of the session. So from here, we're going to move on to a bridge. So we're gonna keep this posterior pelvic tilt, so your tail is between your knees, and you start curling up, taking off with the tail, the lower back, the middle back, and the upper back. Wonderful. If I'm doing this correctly, you should see the shoulder, the hip, and the knee align with each other. Now, sometimes when we are here, we can see the ribs popping up. Make sure the ribs are nice and connected. Breathing in, and we start curling down. I'm keeping this posterior pelvic tilt for as long as I can, and finally releasing back in. Let's go again, 5 times we have. So this is 4, curl up, breathe in, start here, scooping the navel in, roll all the way down. Exhale, start with lifting, pelvic floor, belly button curl up, all the way. Inhale, exhale, drop the rib cage down, articulating the spine all the way down. We have two more. Breathing in and breathe out. Last one, making sure the knees are nice and quiet, feet parallel, very active feet, curl up. All the way, stay here for a minute. Make sure you can feel the cheeks of the bottom working. Really place your feet nice and strong on the ground and curl down. All the way, very good. We're moving on. Let's reach the arms up and above the head. The next exercise called rib cage arm. And we're going to lower the arms by the side. First of all, before we start taking the big circles, I want you to see how far you can move your arms without really intensing the shoulders, okay? So the purpose of all these exercises is to move your arms in space, but yet keep the connection between the shoulder blade and the rib cage so you're not going that far, okay? So even if you can't touch the floor, that's perfectly fine. Some of us are more flexible than the other. So make sure you're going with the range of motion that your body is allowing you. And we start from here, breathing in. Exhale, lower, inhale. Every time we exercise the arms, we can always engage the abs too. So we work that together. Even though that's a beginner, so we're only doing the arms, we will always do the abs as well. That's 3. Inhale. Exhale. When you go, try to watch your arms, make sure they're working parallel to each other, one next to the other. That's 4. Inhale. 5. Let's go for 10. Breathe in, engage and iron the tummy in. 6. 7. 3 more. 8. 9. And last one, 10. We're doing the same exercise, reverse. So let's go. Lift your arms up nice and tall. Breathe in. Exhale to come back in. As you go up and down, make sure you're not releasing or pushing the hip back, so you're deleting the little arch behind your back. 4. Breathe in. 5. Inhale. 6. 7. So you really want to make sure that the chest is staying quiet. 8, 9, and last one, 10. Stay here and release the arms down. We're going to lift up the chest, so keep the chest nice and open. We're placing the hands behind our neck like a very thick rug. And first of all, you want to nod the head down, the chin down, and make sure the back of your head, back of your neck is nice and long here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, we start off as we always do with engaging the navel in and then lifting the head and the chest up. Breathing in to lower and breathe out. So a few more details. Make sure your arms are on the side of your gaze. They're not blocking your gaze and you can still see them. Exhale and keep that form for the whole exercise. Exhale and inhale. Breathe out. And breathe in. Each and every time I roll up, I'm trying to lengthen my neck and yet keep the weight of the head between my arms. Every time I lower down, I'm still trying to lengthen the neck, so make sure you're not shrinking down. I can see you there. Make sure you look nice and pretty. One of the most important things about Pilates, and also one of my most favorite, is that it's all done really elegantly. So we're doing it nice and graceful. Exhale to lift up. Let's take a couple of 2 more. Exhale to lift. We're making sure we're not pulling with the arms. The arms are only there to support the head. Let's stay all the way up there and engaging the abs. Keep engaging. 2 more. And you can see the direct connection between exhale, engaging, inhale, release. Exhale, let's lower all the way down. Well done, great job. We're now twisting to the side. So we keep the same form as we have already. Feet are nice and active and we twist to one side and we gently come back to the center. Twist away, and that was 1. Let's go for 10. Twist and come back. And twist. 2. Inhale. And 3. And twist. very good. Maintaining the chin, always looking toward the chest, but not touching the chest. That's 4. Exhale, so you can also imagine you have a tennis ball between your chin and your chest. 5. And twist. Very good, breathe in. Importantly, keep the navel engaged. That's 6. And twist. And 7. 8. Wonderful job. And 9. Finish it all up. And 10. Here we go. Come back to the center, nice and graceful, and roll all the way down. Now we're going to have the arms by the sides of the body, getting your feet together, the knees together, and I want to draw your attention to your midline. So right now, your knees are right above the pubic line, the pubic bone, right in line with your navel and chest bone. Now we're going to move the knees here a little bit so you can peel the lower back. The next one called knee sway, by the way. So we're moving the knees to one side, the chest is nice and connected, and we use the abs to come back. So this is the very beginner variation of that. We breathe in to go, and we exhale to come back to the center. I want you to make sure you're using the core, using the pelvic floor, and your abs to come back to the center. Great job. Inhale to go. Exhale to come back. Breathe in to go. Exhale to come back. Good. Breathe in. And come back. So we keep the chest nice and stable. We move the knees to inhale. And we exhale. Really feel that work on your obliques. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathe in. Make sure your head is in the center. Your arms are helping you to connect to the ground. One more to each side. Breathing in. Keeping the head in the center. And breathing in. And breathing out. Very good. I hope you felt that a little bit on your inner thighs, but especially on the lower abs and obliques. We're moving on to the side work. So laying on your side, lengthen your legs all the way up. I hope you can see my feet. You can either stay right here as we are beginning, or on the side. Make sure you're nice and comfortable and there is no tension on your neck. I'm gonna be here just so I can see you better. So make sure you're doing it nicely. One shoulder on top of the other, the same as the hips. Make sure you're not falling backwards or forward. And we start nice and simple. First of all, make sure that your legs are one on top of the other and in the same length. So you're not sinking here and shortening that top waist. Lengthen, place your top hand right here, breathe in to prepare, exhale, engage the navel and pick up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, good, 4, 3, I hope you can already feel it on the side, 2, and 1. If you didn't feel it on the side, make sure you're not rotating the toes this way, they are parallel the whole time. And we're going to take the kick forward 1 and kick back. You must have noticed I'm using my foot as well. I want you to really try to activate your foot here. Flex and point to go back. I'm trying to go about 45 degrees forward from the other leg and 45 degrees back. So all in all, it's 90 degrees in the top leg. Now, try to maintain the rest of your body nice and stable. Who's counting, by the way? I guess that's 5. Breathe in, kick it nice and long. I also like to imagine I'm brushing the wall right there. 2 more, kicking back. And there, good. Let's stay here, and just to feel the burn, I want you to give me 5 circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse, and 5, 4, keep engaging the abs, it's the very end, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Moving on, bring the leg forward, release. Give yourself a nice stretch. You can also tap if you feel it. I hope you feel it. Yeah? Good. So now we're moving on to the inner thigh of the bottom leg. We're staying exactly in the same position. And we're going to pick it up and lower it down. That was 1. Now remember to count. Otherwise, you're just going to end up doing more. That's 3, 4. You can imagine a cup of tea resting on the inner ankle there. Make sure you're not pointing the toes up again. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you're not comfortable with that leg, you can always release it this way, okay? And we take small pulses. 1, 2, 3. You should feel it right here in the inner thigh. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold on. You know how much I love circles by now, I think. So let's take 5 circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Lengthen the leg as far as you can. Add on the other leg. Scoop the navel in. We have both legs together. Just stretch them. Just stretch them. Hold on with me. Engage the navel. You can do it. Release. Bring the knees forward. And give yourself a nice stretch here. Moving the head away. I'll see you in a second. I'm back. Okay. Let's move on. We're going to sit down. Let's have the legs in front of you and one leg is behind you. Chest is nice and open. We're moving to do the mermaid. Chest is open again. The head is nice and tall. We're reaching one arm and we're going towards the bent knee. Keep one shoulder on top of the other. Arms are nice and long. And slowly come back to the center and move to the other side. Stretch. And push just one more time to each side. Let the arm float nice and tall. Head is between your arms. And back to the center. And to the side. And to the center. Very good. Moving on to the other side. Sit nice and tall. Try to really anchor down to your sitting bones here. Grow tall with the crown of your head. Arms by the sides and lengthen. Reach. Float the fingers right above the other hand. Breathe in. And to the other side. Reach. And grow one on each side. Grow out of the sitting bones and back. And push the floor, reach. Then come back. Wonderful. Lengthen the legs forward. Cheeks of the bottom out. Chest is nice and open. We're moving to the saw. So think of cutting something, sawing a wood piece. Shoulders just nice and away from the ears. And we're starting just with a twist. Inhale to go. Exhale to come back. Inhale to go. And exhale to come back. A small tip before we move on. If you feel like you can't sit with your sitting bones this way, nice and tall, and you feel like you're rounding your back a little bit, my advice is to roll the mattress a bit so it's giving you a bit more height, and sit this way, and that should be more convenient and make your spine a bit taller. Always make sure you're sitting right on the sitting bones and not rounding your back this way. Alright, moving on. So after we've done the twists, we're adding to it. Twist to inhale. Exhale, reaching the hands away from each other, flexing forward. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out, reaching the hands away from each other. Breathing in. Now, notice the arm behind. I'm rotating the palm so the pinky is going up to the ceiling. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And back to the center. One more to each side. Inhale. Exhale. What a lovely stretch that is. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Good. Relax the shoulders. Relax the neck. Moving on to the other side. So, getting ready. Chest is nice and open. Belly button engaged. One hip on top of the other, as well as the shoulders. And we pick up the leg for 10. Remember, heel is turning up a little bit to the ceiling. That's 4. Belly button engaged. 5, 6, 7. Great job. 8, 9, and 10. Moving on to brush that wall beneath you. Flex your foot. Back. That's 1, 2. Good. Keep on stabilizing your core. Your torso is staying nice and quiet. I think that's 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Remember the 5 circles. 5, 4, keeping everything quiet. 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Keep reaching that leg and bring it forward. Good. You can tap a little bit. Moving on to the bottom leg. So flex your foot gently and pick it up for 10, 9, belly button engage, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Small pulses. 1, 2, belly button in, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Don't forget the circles. We have just 5, just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. 5, 4. Keep the chest nice and open. 2, 1. Belly button engage. Have both legs one on top of the other. Belly button engage. Hold on with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Moving on to lay on the tummy. I hope you can see me. We're going to have the head resting down. Hands right underneath your armpit. And the legs are nice and long. It's better if you can drop the toes out a bit. We're going to start just by inhaling. Exhale, scoop the navel in as though you have an ice cube underneath your tummy and it's really freezing. So lifting the navel up and away from the floor, up towards your spine, towards the ceiling. Again, breathing in and breathing and breathe out. Wonderful. We're adding to it a chest lift. Breathing in and breathe out. Float your chest. Remember, the head is working as one line with your chest. Lower down. Inhale. Navel in. Exhale. Lower down. Breathe in. We have pelvic floor engaged, belly button, and float. Breathe in. You want to make sure you hold no tension here in the neck. Shoulders are down and away from the ears. Reach and lift up. And breathe in. Let's take 3 more. Up. I can see you even when I'm looking down. So keep on going. We're nearly done. And breathe in. And that's 2. And that's 1. Great. Let's reach those arms behind you and hold on with me. Chest is open. We hold on. I know you're a beginner. Make sure your stomach is engaged. Your tail is pointing down. If there's any tension in the lower back, you can just do this. Tucking the tail down, pushing the pubic bone lower towards the ground. Great job, and that's it. We're lengthening the arms to the side. Make sure, again, you're not lifting the shoulders too high. Shoulders down and away from the ears, and the head is resting down. We're going to float now. Pay attention to that. Opposite arm and leg. So that's a coordination exercise as well as extension exercise. We're working on the back right now, guys. I hope you can feel that. Lifting up opposite arm and leg and release. About your head, let's talk about the head. First of all, you can keep the head down and just lift. As I want to look at you every so often, I'm going to pick up the head. So lift and lower. You can keep the head always up or lift the head together with the arm. So let's lift the head together with the arm. That's it. I chose this one. Release down and lift up. So this is actually the build-up for the exercise that's called swimming, but we're doing a modified swimming. Lifting up as you exhale. Breathe in. Feel like you're really using the hands to push the floor away from yourself. Last one. And let's try, guys, if it's okay with you, and try and pick up both legs, head and chest, and arms, and hold with me for 10, 9, and use the stomach here, engage the navel, 5, 4, 3, 2, I feel like we missed 2 counts, am I right? So 2 more, 1, 2, and release. Wonderful. Drop the knees from side to side, You're now relaxing. You did a wonderful job. I'm very glad you made it so all the way here. So we're going to push back to the child's pose. Bring your knees back in. Sit down on your heels, relax the head down, and just stretch. Stretch from side to side. Roll up slowly. Release the neck. And reverse to the other side. Relax the shoulders. Pick up the elbow. And both arms up behind you. Open up the chest. Move your chin from one side to the other. Good. Again, moving with the feet forward. Let's relax everything down. So we cross our legs, releasing the head and the chest down. Stretching the back of the legs, release here. And slowly roll up. Change to the other side. Walk forward, release your head and chest. Rolling up. Lengthen the legs, cross one leg over the other. And with the opposite arm, hold on. Twist and look behind you. We're stretching the side and we're twisting the spine. And come back to the center, other side, cross, raise the knee and move. So your hand should be right behind your spine here. Open the chest. Remember not to tense that shoulder, release it down. And come back to the center, good. Let's lengthen the legs and just release the feet. I hope you can see that. And that's it. Thank you very much for joining me today. That was a very, very big honor. I hope you will join us more. So you're welcome to subscribe right now. And if you enjoy that, feel free to hit that thumb up. See you very soon. Thank you. Bye.